There have been a lot of questions about what happens now. R2DA's development is discontinued and it seems to be left at that. There's a lot of questions that have been left unanswered. In this short video, I'm going to answer the ones I mainly see everywhere to clarify or reiterate things if people don't know or simply didn't read what PR put on his R2DA tweet. I'll also reveal more about the new side project we're working on, since a lot of people have been interested in that as well. As of right now, no, and R2DA will not be getting any more updates and development has ceased permanently. PR has no plans on restoring Jopi's lead div or ever reconsidering opening development so we can create V155 and beyond. From what PR has told me since I asked him for this video, he's going to focus more on what he needs for himself. It's uncertain if he'll ever come back to develop another game or he's fully retired. It's entirely his decision. He's on to play games from time to time, but that's mostly it for his online presence. These aren't the case whatsoever. PR discontinued development because it had an occult and negative effect on his life, and if R2DA is the source of that, he doesn't want to pass that feeling on to the development team, aka Jopi and Sai. We could have handled updates ourselves, which we were already doing. PR only intervened to do changes himself or tell us something that he wanted changed in the update. I should remind everyone, PR is the same person who has solo dev for many years and has always pulled through with those updates, even if they were poorly received. Him giving us orders couldn't have stressed him out as much as doing everything himself would go. There is no chance R2DA is going to go open source anytime soon. Making the game open source would cause a few problems. Number one, you would need to somehow get hundreds, maybe thousands of assets to properly load into the game just to get it functioning. These assets are either licensed for PR to use in the games, so you would have to go out and buy these assets, which include models, music, sounds, and so on. PR also has made assets himself, which he doesn't really want to be released. Number two, consider the exploits that would now be possible now that everyone has the code for the game. And number three, when the game is open source, as time goes on, Roblox will continue to update and break more of the code, which will start to show cracks. It will need to be patched, and if the person who has the code is incapable of doing that, then the code is just redundant. Personally, for me, of course, I always have time to work on R2DA. As for others in Sai, maybe not. A lot of time has already passed, and some people in Sai have already moved on from R2DA. It is unlikely they may return as we're now working on our own projects. I'm very excited to say that we're going to be working on our own game project within Sai. It doesn't have an official name yet, but I'm calling it Project Blam. Currently there's not much to show for gameplay since it's still in the planning stage. However, here are some screenshots of the gun models which I'll be showing on screen. It will be a zombie game with our own twists on it. It's very ambitious, but we're taking small steps through current development. Like I said before, it's all still in the planning stage and not much has yet to be done. In the future, a few Sai members and I may upload new Sai devlogs that will show the progress we make within the game. I hope you guys will stay tuned for that, since we are putting a lot of effort into planning and designing everything from the ground up. No doubt in my mind there will be subtle R2DA Easter eggs. Expect our actual creations to possibly return.
Really
They need to make a separate change just for battle station changes.
Wait, you can do that with the flag? You can like
They need to
speed
add in
glitch?
the update notes that that place.
Oh my god.